In my last video, I exposed how the alarmists use a few days of hot weather to spread alarm. But let's look back at those few days of hot weather, because with that high over the UK, there was very little wind. And so we had to buy in power from Europe, in this case Belgium. And do you know how much we paid for it above our normal price? Well, just look. Not 10 times normal price, nor 20 times normal price, even 30 times normal price or 40 times normal price, but in fact, over 50 times the normal price. That was a record price, and almost 5 times the previous record. But what's happening here? Well, what's happening is the green energy policies of Britain and Europe are leading to major power shortages. As we increase our reliance on wind, this problem is going to get even worse because there are many times when the wind does not blow. And we're going to reach a situation where everyone is in the same situation and you will not be able to buy the power at any price. The Committee for Climate Change in Britain, the body that advises government on these things, predicted that by 2021 the average price of an electric car would be £13,000. It's more like £40,000 today. They were so wrong, and yet the government based its policies on this. They even claimed electric cars would be cheaper than ICE cars. Incredible. But this is the sort of totally faulty logic that our entire power grid has been based on, and you are going to pay the price by being forced off the road and forced into not being able to afford to heat your home. And even new charging places for electric cars in the UK are now, when they're built, got to have programmable features in them so they can restrict the amount of charge you can give your electric car. This is because we'll not be able to meet the peak demand for the electric for cars. In the UK, we have to immediately adapt fracking and we have to build nuclear. We can also quickly get some small modular nuclear reactors in, such as the stable salt reactors. A child could have done better at planning our power grid than the previous governments. Because over the last number of decades, we have literally followed a green path to destruction. It hasn't even reduced CO2. Because whilst they have these COP meetings, such as COP26, it has no effect whatsoever, maybe other than putting the CO2 up with all the private jets, than lowering CO2. And no matter what we do in Britain, we're not going to change that. The good news is that we need more CO2 anyway. Please see my video on the subject. The link is in the description.